All right, I think we found a trailer for the kayak. We are gonna go check it out right now, see if we can't fix it up and put the kayak on it and get out to some fishing spots that are really gonna get us some action. Got my buddy, Liberty. You wanna go on the kayak too? I know you do, give me keys. All right, well, stay tuned. We'll see what we can find. All right, so this is what we got. Just for a couple hundred. It's gonna need some work. Probably take these off. I don't know, I'm thinking about shortening it up, possibly. We don't need this for the kayaks. I'm gonna need to fix this up. I don't even know how they had this up. Look at this, ghetto rigged like no other. But probably move the bumpers around, change them up, maybe repaint it. It needs to be rewired. Axle looks good, but the wheels definitely got some dry rot, so we're gonna need to replace these before we go anywhere distance wise with this. And then also another thing I'm gonna want to change out is obviously what are these, the leaf springs. Yeah, look at these. Whew. Yeah, so you can tell it needs some love, but the frame and everything is looking good. So we're gonna fix this up and use it for our kayaks. Stay tuned. So when I first started looking, most of the trailers that I found that were already set up for kayaks, which there wasn't that many, they were, you know, $1,000, $2,000, sometimes even $3,000. And so I already knew that I was going to look for something like a small utility trailer or a wave runner trailer. And there's, you know, tons of videos online about people converting these into kayak trailers. These big tandem kayaks are just too big to put on and off, especially if I'm solo and, you know, play it smart. So with this trailer, I mean, I want to be able to take both kayaks and not even put, you just slide them on up, almost like a boat. And with the one that I did find, which I think was for a small John boat, but it's a contental trailer, which is one of the more expensive or sought after trailers. And I think I can fit 3 kayaks on it actually. If I play it right, I think I could even set up 3. I mean, we got the 2. But a lot of times I'm probably just gonna take this one solo, or take the one kayak solo and test it out. But so I don't know if you guys saw my previous video where I'm taking our tandem kayaks and I am trying to convert it to where I could take it solo and go fishing. To see if I could figure out how to put the link to that video here. If it's not there, I didn't figure out how to do it, and just check the description. I know how to put the link there. You can see this is going to need some work. I mean, I showed up and I, you know, checked the frame, make sure everything's good, and as I'm there, there's 2 people that called saying, hey, if I walk away, they wanted to grab it. And so I asked them to give me a minute, and I kind of did a little bit of research on my phone, and these trailers, just the frame alone, you know, was worth what he was asking for, which was like $400. And so I looked it up, and there actually happened to be almost a twin of this trailer about a mile away that was painted red, and the guy had put new wheels on it, new leaf springs. He had done all that stuff already to it, and he was almost asking $2,000 for it. So sitting here looking at the one the guy has, and the axle looks good. I mean, the frame's good. All the big, expensive the components, were in great shape. So, I mean, started thinking in my head, new leaf springs, new tires, and wheels, new tires and wheels. I mean, those are going to add up quick. But if I kind of calculate it out, like, I'm pretty sure it'd be well worth more than that if I fix this thing up. And I'd be saving a lot of money in the process. We'll see. Did I take a bite into something that's going to be too much? Or can I get this thing going on my own? I mean, not super DIY, but I use just common sense and do my research. So I think we can probably turn this. So, stay tuned. I got a little bit of work done today, but the sprinklers came on me. Forgot those were coming on. So yeah, that kind of was my cue today to give it a break. I got the front part off because I'm contemplating shortening the length of it a couple feet. I mean, obviously it was made for a boat. I mean, the kayaks are big. The tandem kayaks are big, but they're not that big. But then again, though, if I keep it at that length, I can see the kayaks a little bit better because I don't plan on putting them very high. Maybe we could do, like a second top area for, 2 more additional kayaks if my kids, want to do their own thing. I mean, that's an option too. But the main goal right now is I want to go take the kayak fishing. So first thing is first is I'm going to strip the trailer from front to back, completely strip it down to the frame, take the wires out, and then what we're going to do is clean it up, sand it down, possibly paint it, clean up any rust spots, all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to replace the wheels, we're going to replace the leaf springs, we're going to rewire the lights. He did put 2 brand new lights on it, but he never could figure out getting them both wired in before we left, so I only was going with one. So it needs to be rewired, but basically anything that I come across on this trailer, we're going to just completely rebuild it from the ground up. Change the boards a little bit, maybe do recarpet them. I don't know if I'm going to go a PVC or a wooden carpet type deal when it comes to the ramps or the bunkers or whatever you want to call those, the bumpers. See, like I said, I'm learning as I go. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see which I'm kind of gonna as I go, while also looking at other builds that people have done online and figure out what we're going to do with this. So, I got time because as you can see, it does need quite a bit of work, and all these bolts and things like that, they're all rusted on there. I think the guy said that it sat for maybe like 10 years. The guy had like 3 trailers, and he was paying the registration every year, just renewing it, and he never used them. So I guess it's a win for us. I got had the papers, all that kind of stuff. So all I gotta do is go down there and with the bill of sale, and we're good to go. But he made it sound like I could take this thing to the water, and I'm not a big fan of risking it. So we're gonna get this thing roadworthy. What was funny too is I was pointing out the wheels, the dry rot, and obviously if it's been sitting in a field or whatever for 10 years, obviously if there's no weight on it, it's not going to be as bad, but still you're riding on some pretty bad wheels. And he was just saying, oh yeah, just buy one spare, save yourself the money, and just replace them as they go out. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's risk our whole setup and our lives and just replace the tires as they blow out. Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna replace both tires and also put a spare on there. Trust me, when you don't have it, that's when you need it. So if you got it, you probably won't ever need it. So we're gonna save up. We're gonna do this right. So it might take a little bit longer for me to get out there on the water with the kayak, because I still want to go fishing. So I'm not gonna be like, going to town on this just yet. But hopefully we can get quite a bit done in the next few days. We'll see how fast this goes. If you guys got any ideas or you've done one yourself, please comment, share pictures, shoot me a message. We're gonna strip it, we're gonna clean it up, and we're gonna build this from the ground up. So really, with a trailer like this, we can kind of make it however we like.